Mama's Corner with a tasty gift-giving idea for the holidays. Here to show us how to preserve homemade sun-dried tomato is Shirley.
Ooh,
Hey,
yeah. Are you
Shirley.
guys excited about getting ready for making Christmas edible gifts?
Hello!
I know,
Of
you
course
like
I
this
am.
one.
Especially when it has to do with tomatoes.
I know. Well, you know, right now is the peak of the season, friends. A lot of you who grow or you buy fresh from the farmer's market, you can
Yes.
find the sweetest, most delicious ones. And what I like is that right now you can start dehydrating them and preparing them for gifts because they last for a long time. They
They are
keep
at
well.
their best right now.
Right.
Oh.
And you love to cook with sun-dried tomatoes.
One of my absolutely favorite dishes in the whole world is braised chicken with Prosecco and sun-dried tomato.
Oh my goodness,
sounds
look at
delicious.
that.
Look at that.
Yummy.
All right. Well, if you haven't made or dried your own, you're going to go home and want to do this. It's going to be really simple.
Which tomatoes are best for drying, though?
Well, you know, you can use any kind of tomato. And as a matter of fact, I grow a bunch of different ones. Take a look at this photo. These are some of the different varieties. Look at how delicious that looks at my community garden. And so I have a huge harvest. And not every time do you want to preserve it in, you know, canning.
Yeah.
This
Of course.
is so much easier. And I like to use mostly, as you can see here, a bunch of different ones. The Roma tomato, which I have on my tablet here, and the cherry tomato, for the reason that they are kind of very, very sweet. The Roma tomato is meaty, so
Yes,
it doesn't
it is.
have that
Doesn't go
much
big that
gel,
way.
and it's easier to dry.
And they look fantastic.
And can you guys
they're
feel
delicious.
free to try them?
They're really good.
Don't
They're
mind.
just like
Don't mind
candy.
if. Don't mind if I do.
They are.
How do you know when they're dry, though?
Oh,
How do you
because
know?
they're gonna feel just like you just crispy.
Because you know.
It's crispy.
It's
has to be
crunchy. Oh
crispy and crunchy, okay?
God.
And that is how you know. But let me show you how simple it is
to do it.
Okay? I got my Roma. I went ahead and cored just the top because that's probably the hardest piece. The most important thing, guys, is that you do uniform cuts. And I'm gonna do about 1/4 inch is about right.
Why is that so important?
Well, because then they're going to dry uniformly.
Okay.
And if you do them in different, one will dry faster.
Oh, that's
and,
right.
You know, that type of
Oh,
thing.
gosh, okay.
And so you just put them on here. And I've got a dehydrator. This is something that's a little more advanced because I do a lot of drying. But some of you who are starting, you'll be happy to know that you can get a dehydrator for about $30, okay? And it'll be good enough to do this.
Do we have to remove the seeds before we dry
Well,
them?
you can. And let me give you a tip. If you wanted to do that, all you have to do, I'll show you with this little one, is just turn it over and
squeeze it out, huh?
Squeeze it out, just like that. And, or you could use your finger too.
Okay.
And then the important thing is, if you're going to dry something like this that's kind of deep, you want to always do it down, face down. So I evenly spaced everything there. Then it's about 135, 140 degrees. And then I'm going to put the timer for 15 hours because that's how much time you need. And I've got a dryer here that blows air, which most dehydrators do. And every once in a while, you may want to come open the door, which I have it off right now, and you may want to just turn them over. Not necessary, but check them out. And it is that simple.
You can also air dry and oven dry them, right?
And you can pack that up. You can pack every
Yes,
label of that,
but
right?
I like a little more space to get it done faster. But you absolutely can do it. Something fun, because as you can see in my little gallery here, I've got the tiny cherry. I've got this that are little finely cut, and then the rounds. But did you know you can make powder?
What else can you
seen
make
it.
with it? I mean, that's tomato powder.
Oh, I can see what you probably are
Could
going to
you
make.
mix them all together to make the powder, or just one specific?
Here's what you do. You grab some of your dried tomatoes, just like this. Doesn't matter. You can do
Okay.
different varieties. You give it a little stir.
Use this for cooking.
Yes. I want to
good.
know what you would make with this, Fabio, because this is
I would
concentrated.
totally, completely sprinkle tomato powder
Oh my God.
on top of pasta, on top of fish,
Look at this, guys.
even on top of a salad. Think about a salad. Then you make a nice fresh salad with a lot of lettuce, a lot of green leaf,
That
and then
is
you
so good.
sprinkle
This is-
tomato powder on top.
That's right, and you can't get any better. Now, this is something, if you go to the gourmet shop, it costs a lot of money, but if you make it at home, it doesn't
God,
cost
it's
a lot of money.
They're delicious.
And when you're packaging them, guys, put them in a nice sealed glass container like that. There are food-grade silica gel packs that I have in my hand. You can get it online like Uline, and you put that in there inside to keep the moisture from building.
So there's no molding?
No
And
mold.
it's okay. It's all right to keep it inside with the
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you were to do it air dried or in the oven, how long would it take?
Well, it would take days, guys, in the oven, and you'd really have to watch it. You can do it. You can do it in the sun too, but watch for the little critters, little bugs and stuff. But you know what? Start with a starter dehydrator. Ask somebody for Christmas. $30.
There you go.
Start at $30.
That's a great idea.
Put a bow on it. Give a gift from the garden. Start now,
Amazing.
guys.